Imagine this. It's 1985. You are 8 years old living in Worcester, Maryland in your grandparents' house because you found out you couldn't live with your single mother because she's a heroin addict. What seemed to be a carefree life with your mom and with loving relatives was actually a relationship built on lies. That was the life of Mr. Jarrett Krasatska in almost the entirety of this book, Hey Kiddo. This book goes many places when it comes to tone, topic, and flat-out ambiance, but the one I want to focus on right now is drug abuse in families. You would think that if you were a single mother and struggling to get by with no job and a little kid to worry about, the last thing you would want to do is start a drug addiction. Sadly, Jarrett's mom, Mrs. Leslie Krasatska, did so. And that really sucked for Jarrett since he was an 8-year-old kid thrown into a situation he really couldn't comprehend. And Jarrett was one of the lucky ones who made it out okay. He has stated himself that he's glad he didn't grow up addicted to heroin. Considering statistics, 1 in 5 children grow up in a home where a parent abuses drugs or alcohol. Witnessing the trauma of a parent suffering from addiction at such a young age has long-term effects on a child. Children who grow up seeing a parent addicted to drugs or alcohol are more likely to develop SUDs in their childhood, courtesy of Psychology Today. Reading this information, Jarrett should have been a drug addict or even worse, but he hasn't. Why? Well, he happened to draw a lot. Since this video happens to be, well, drawn, I found this book a little bit more relatable. Drawing is honestly one of the best ways to cope with any kind of stressful situation, and thank God that Jarrett could focus on something way more productive than waste his time, money, and life into some sort of addictive substance. Drug abuse in families is a completely preventable situation, and if it were to happen, it should be dealt with quickly. With either therapy, detox, or special meetings like I cannot say that, this word up here. But what can we do about it? Well, according to Mayo Clinic, the best thing we can do as a bystander is to first ask the user why he or she did it in the first place. Then try to talk to the person without using scare tactics or guilt tripping. Instead, focus on why it's overall better for the person's health to quit using drugs. And finally, consider what the person is taking in on social media. Is what they're watching endorsing the use of drugs? Try to steer the person away from that if that's the case. Hopefully, if we simply look at a better way to deal with drug abuse or being near someone who is addicted to drugs, we can slowly but surely end this problem. Thank you for watching. Have an average day.